Hi everybody. So we're gonna talk today about the first lab assignment. So what I'm going to do now, I'm gonna describe to you the circuit that you will need to build using the structure model. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna use a structure modeling for building your circuit. This circuit, it has a certain functionalities. What functionalities I'm expecting to have? First of all, this circuit, it will be parameterized. That means you can be able to increase the number of input and outputs based on the size that we discussed using the local use the normal parameter, not local parameter. And everybody know what is the difference between local parameter versus the parameters, okay? So now, how is this circuit gonna be working and functioning? Look very carefully, right? The first four switches would be considered the first input. First four switches will be considered the first input. Be sure that it's parameterized. That means maybe I can ask you while, in the 10 minutes of the presentation of your work to increase it or decrease it while I'm watching your demo. So be careful, okay? So 4 switches are representing the input, okay? Then 2 switches will be skipped out. So I'm skipping them out. So those 2 are skipped out. And then, followed by other 4 for presenting the second input. So we have 4 inputs, 2 skipped out, 4 inputs, okay? If you notice, the circuit does the following. I have 2 selectors. One selector will be selecting which of those 2 inputs will be represented in which location. Example for this. Now I have here 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 15 in the binary. And then I have here written 6, okay? Then I have the last 2 switches. One of them will be represented of the which input will be picked up. So in the 0 position of this one, the first input will be selected. If I push it high, the second input will be selected. It's like a multiplexer. Did you notice? But on the other hand, the last switch here, if I click on it, it will select whether that you are representing in the beginning of the board or representing in the end of the board. So look at this. Let's say that I selected the second input, right? Here's the second input, 6, right? I can go here or I can go there, here or there, here or there, here or there. I select again the inputs, here or there, here or there. I can just go different values, like, here. And this instead of 6, you can make it like, like this, okay? I can just go here or there, or imagine what is the circuit inside. So your task, you're gonna deliver to me the demo exactly like this. That's your task. The second part of the task, you're gonna describe to me the circuit which is doing this. It's gonna be a multiplexer, demultiplexer, mix between of them, I have no idea, okay? So you already have 2 set of inputs, 4 here, 2 skip, 4 there, and then there are 2 selectors in the side. One is selecting which input and the other one will be selecting the representation will be in which side of the LED. Okay, so what I'm expecting from you is the following. You're gonna deliver a report which is drawing the circuit behind this demo. Second, you will use the structure modeling. You're not gonna use behavior modeling. You're gonna use the structure modeling. Third, the total power in the report, it should be 0.104 or less. The total power in this report, it should be 0.104 or less. Constraint, okay? Second, number of lookup tables for building the same replica, it shouldn't exceed 6 lookup tables. Number of lookup table you can use, it will not exceed 6 lookup tables. Number of flip-flops, I don't know. You have to think about it. Okay? So number of lookup tables shouldn't exceed 6 lookup tables. The power shouldn't exceed 0.104. Other thing that you're gonna use a structure modeling and you're gonna use the parameters if I will ask you to increase something in your code and then demonstrate it to me. Then what I'm expecting to you on Wednesday, you're gonna deliver this as a group. Every single group will have 10 minutes on the Zoom. same Zoom link you have. So the first group will be first 10 minutes of the beginning of the class. Then they can, they can go around, or I don't know what they want to do. Then, the second group will be 10 minutes, third group 10 minutes, fourth group 10 minutes, and so on. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes as interval. Every group will be representing the demo. That's 50% of the load of the grade of the lab. Second, it will be the report. As I remember, and as I told you, you will put the name of the group members, Bronco ID for each member, email address for each member, and then contribution of each member in a two sentence, 3 sentence, and percentage of in total that of the people who work in this report. Then you will be followed by the circuit design blocks. Then you will be followed by the implementation and showing me the report, as I mentioned to you. That will be followed by the list of possible corner cases you will need to test. Then the test bench will be shown to me as well in the demo. Very clear, very clear. 50% will be on the running circuit. Also, meeting the power, it will be taken around 10% to 15% of the grade. So 0.104 or less is accepted for me. 6 lookup table or less accepted for me. Okay, number flip-flops, I will leave it open for you for this task. Okay, so if you have any questions or any concern, please don't hesitate, contact me and I will be more than happy to assist you. You already have the demo again. Okay, 4 inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 switches are skipped. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the second input. The first switch from the back here, not the last one, the one before, right? It can select which input, while the second switch, it will select that value to be represented in the beginning of the board or the end of the board. Thanks so much for your time and your effort, and I'm looking forward to see your report and the presentation and the demo on Wednesday. Based on the first group will be representing the first 10 minutes, second group will be representing the second 10 minutes, and be sure that you will be able to answer the questions I will ask you randomly. Good luck.